di dash whole square. Okay, so this is the formula of sigma square. Sigma square when we use, then here we should write down h square. Okay, because in original formula we have written here 1/2 and here we have written h only. So if we want to use sigma square, then we should write down here h square, because squaring on both sides is h. So now what will we do? What is we require? We require the value of h. H is very easy. It is the length of the interval. 30 minus 0, that means 30. Fi I have been given already. Then di dash. Di dash we require to find out by using xi minus a upon h. So for that we require to prepare the table. That means here instead of writing the intervals, we will write down xi directly. That means the mid values of this one. 30 plus 0 by 2, that means 15. 30 plus 60, 90 by 2, that means 45. 60 plus 90 by 5, that means 75. Okay, 90 to 120, that means it is 105. That one is 135. That one is 165, and that one is 195. And corresponding values of Fi are already there: 19, 9, 17, 43, 82, 81, 44, 24. Okay, so now we will assume among xi any one value as a capital A. So here in the solution process we will write down, we have here h equal to 30. Let means we are assuming here, not it is not given the value. So we will assume suppose here a equal to 105. So now we have di dash. Di dash is what? Di dash is, here I will not write the full formula over here, only write down di dash. So xi minus a upon h. So xi minus a, that is 15 minus 105. It is given, it will be minus 90, and minus 90 by h, that means 30. That means we will get minus 3 here. Okay. Similarly, if we subtract from 45 to 105 and divide by h, that is 30, then we will get minus 2, minus 1. Here it will get 0, 1, 2 and 3. So you can observe that the numbers have become very smaller and very simple, so as manual calculation can be done very easily. Okay. So now what will we find out after di dash? We will find out di dash square. That means it is 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, 9. Then we will find out fi di dash square. Here it is required. Fi di dash square, that means 9 9s are 81. 17 4s are, that is 68. 43 1s are 43. 82 0s are 0. 81 into 1. 44 into 4. So what will we get? 176. 24 into 9. That means we will get 216. And then we will require fi into di dash. You can see fi into di dash means minus 3 into 9. That means minus 27. This is minus 34. This is minus 43. You can see 82 into 0, 0. 81 into 1, 81. 44 into 2, that means 88. 24 3s are 72. Okay. Then we will find out total of this one. The sigma fi is required because capital N is there. So this is 300 because already given 300 number of cars are there. The total of this one is also required. So it is 137 and it is 665. So therefore we have sigma equal to, now we put all the values, h equal to 30. Okay, you can see h equal to 30. This is written. Then 1 upon capital N. Capital N is 300. And the sigma fi di dash square. What is the total of this one? 137. Minus into bracket 1 upon capital N. Capital N is 300. And sigma fi di dash. What is this? This is 665 and this is 137. So it is 665 and it is into 137 whole square and whole raised to 1/2. So now you can do this very easily. You can find out its value. How can you find out? by using KLC, and its answer will be 42.5. And you can do this yourself. So you can see, you can observe that this problem is also very simple to solve. Okay. Now, have you understood this problem? You can observe. You can also do yourself simultaneously with me. Okay. So now I will rub it out. And if you find out its square, you will get variance. You will get variance. Variance is also very much important because in the coming chapters, we will make vast use of standard deviation and variance. So you must remember, standard deviation is very much important in this topic as well as in further chapters also, because there its use will come. Now let us see another example. On an external exam in calculus subject, the mean marks of a group of 125 students were 75, and the standard deviation was 6. In physics, in another subject, that is physics, the mean marks of the group were 70 and standard deviation was 7. Find out A, coefficient of standard deviation, B, coefficient of variation. So here we want to find out the parts A and B, but before of that you note down in the problem that it is given on an external exam in calculus subject the mean. That means we have to find out here the different things for both the subjects. That means first of all we will find out for calculus. Okay, and calculus what is given us? Instead of giving the ungrouped data or group data, here we are given directly the values of mean. The mean x bar given that x bar is 75 and standard deviation is 6 for 125 students. That means now number of students is 125. Here we will use small n only. And for the subject of physics, we will see this after on. Here we will find out coefficient of standard deviation. Here we have not discussed about coefficient of standard deviation, but coefficient of standard deviation is nothing but sigma upon x bar. That means part of coefficient of variation. Okay. So here standard deviation is sigma and it is 6. It is 6 divided by x bar. It is 75. 6 by 75. And you can find out its value very easily, 0.08. Similarly, B part, coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation. This is nothing but sigma upon x bar into 100. So we have already obtained sigma upon x bar in the first part into 100. That means it is what? It is nothing but 8. Okay? And we can also put percentage bar. Similarly, we can find out the same thing for physics. For physics, we are given mean is 70 and the standard deviation is 7. And for that you can find out the same thing. This is for your for your work, you can find out this yourself. But here I would tell here that the coefficient of variation for this is 10% you will get. So if we compare, so this is the finish. Now the solution is finished. But now if I want to speak about this, then we can see that the coefficient of variation for this one is 8% and for physics subjects is 10%. So we can say here that the result of physics is good. The result of maths is good, calculus is good, because the coefficient of variation is less than that of physics. So if the coefficient of variation is less, then its performance is good. That means the performance of the data will be nice. Okay. Now let us see another example. Now let us see another example. Here, due to time limit, I am not writing the complete example over here. I will write the data only. Here, two machines A and machine B are given. So the question is that two automatic filling machines, capital A and capital B, two automatic filling machines, capital A and capital B, are used to fill mixture of cement concrete in bin. So two machines have been used to fill mixture of cement concrete. A random sample of beam on each machine showed following. That means the data, a random sample is given. The data for machine A is 32, 28, 47, 63, 71, 39, 10, 60, 96, 14. And for machine B it is given as 19, 31, 48, 53, 67, 90, 10, 62, 40 and 80. Now the question is that find standard deviation of each machine. And also comment on performance of each of the two machines. That means we will have to see which machine's performance is better. So here we will have to consider both in two parts. That means in first part for machine A and then for machine B. Here I am giving you the hint only. You can do yourself this problem. So you can see that for machine A, the data whichever is given is ungrouped data. Actually it is ungrouped data, not a group data. And similarly for machine B, this is ungrouped data. So here you can use the formula to find out sigma as 1 upon n sigma di square minus 1 upon n sigma di whole square. Then you will have to take square root of this one to find out sigma. So di you can find out very easily. That means first of all you will have to write down here the column of xi, then the column of di. To find out di, you will have to assume here the value of a, because di equal to xi minus a. So a you can assume any one value. It depends upon you. Here I will prefer to assume capital A equal 60 in this case, and in this case I will prefer to assume A equal 50. You can, however, you are free over here to assume any value. Okay? Any value, 60 or 50 or any one value you can use. 50, 60, 53, whatever it is, 53 you can use. Okay? Then you can find out di by using xi minus a, that means 32 minus 60. it will give you minus 28 and so on. You can find out. Then you can find out di square, because di square and sigma di are required. So you can find out their total, its total, and then put their values. You can find out sigma very easily. Similarly, you can find out same thing, sigma, by using the same formula over here. If you want to use another formula, you can use it. You are free over here. But as I told you that as possible as you must try to use the formula of di, because this is very simple to use and very simple to remember. Okay. After then, we will have to find out. Here we will denote this. It's sigma by sigma A and it's sigma by sigma B. Okay. Just to we have used A and B. That means this sigma is the standard deviation for capital A and this sigma is the standard deviation for B. Actually, sigma square is variation. Okay, sigma B square is the variation for B. Then we can find out standard deviation can be obtained in this way. And to comment, we require to find out coefficient of variation. And coefficient of variation you can find out sigma A upon x bar into 100. So here you will require to find out x bar. X bar you can find out very easily by finding the total of each one and dividing by them by the total number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Dividing by 10 you can get x bar very easily. Okay, so x bar here in this case is 46. In this case x bar is 46. Okay, so you can find out coefficient of variation as 55.42 and similarly coefficient of variation for B equal to same formula. You can use sigma B upon x bar and this x bar is for B, machine B. So if you will use this formula, then you can find out the answer 48.86. And here you note down that the value of standard deviation in this case is 25.4951 and in this case the value of standard deviation sigma B equal to 24.4294. So now to comment on these two machines, we can see the coefficient of variation for machine A is 55% and it is for 48%. So this is less value. So we can say here that the performance of machine B is very good. Okay. So friends, you can solve this problem. You can also solve more problems which I will give you in tutorial, and I will also take your test repeatedly whenever I will require to take your test. Okay, so you try to solve all these examples at your home also. Till then, after then we will proceed for new chapter, and the new chapter was also very much important. So here you can see that the marks you can secure very easily. Thank you.